Most welcome to the Voice of Evolution. And as today, let's have a little chat about this big transition that will open up between the moon and the sun, as my last book is termed. Because there's nothing, absolutely nothing more potent, more important than our stardom. And we are streaming and reconfiguring, re-establishing consciousness on a higher level, and especially with the sun in Leo and that high vibration, which is Shambhala, from the sun into the great centralizer or the great central sun. Everything needs to fuse to the great central moon as well, and all these vibrations, how they play out. So most people still connect the sun or the sunlight, that creating loving energy, to the heart frequency. I don't, absolutely not, because it is essentially a frequency from the solar gate, the solar plexus, and the new solar system, and also reason why we are repairing Earth into light Earth, because it matters through all the galaxies and all universes, not only this solar system. And that is why this moon vibration in Leo is going to be so important. So it's not only going to shift and bring a split into our belief systems, it's going to do grand things as it is our stardom. And so I think many people may have experienced a lot of circulation here in the sacral and solar plexus during the past week, which is quite natural, and may have been quite difficult to move through, because when the creator self in your sacred center, which is actually the sacred garden or the Adamic gate back into the divine, realigns with your solar center, and how you process ideas, belief systems, how you process quite naturally your food intake, and what you believe about nutritionists is very important. Because if you still feeding yourself with old nutrients, vitamins, minerals, or animalistic foods, that brings a lot of stuck patterns in your solar and sacred center. And especially during this full moon in Leo, there is going to be an overnight shift, actually, that will allow you to either realign your brains and getting out of egocentric measures, the egotistical vibrations that are there, and moving onto a beautiful, peaceful platform of unity, because a full moon in Leo is also about generosity and leaving the ego behind, giving to all, no matter how they shine through, no matter how they live or what they live. It's all about you, with Leo in Aquarian energies or green light go vibrations, and thus moving with the northern star, the northern flow, and the northern lights through your vibration. That is so important, because it's an optimum time to part the waters. And thus the term shit for brains comes from all that old energy in the solar and sacral center that actually makes your brain think either on very egotistical low vibrations or in high spiritual vibrations. And so lifting and clearing and releasing loads and loads of weight from what we have been gone through is making this full moon so extremely potent, as it is actually also aligned to the higher vibration of your heart. And your heart is so important. It means that once the lion's gate into the Aquarian age, so the age of knowledge and communication and quick movement, quick shifts is coming through in 21, allows you to release the old brain matter or shit for brains and realign your brains to the heart center with the pulsation of the houses of light, or Shambhala in the first place, which comes through Venus, the pink ray, Andromeda, the pink dragon waves that are so important, and allows for the higher vibrations and dialogues to bring to unity on these levels. So that is actually what this full moon is about. Realignment, leaving the old gates behind that were actually moving a lot through the vibration of Aries. If we think of Aries, that is very impulsive, that are great leaders as well, but so egotistical. So once you get in the way of Aries and they have their temper and you don't move the way they want you to move, and in the meantime you lose your flow, that is what happened in 2020. And so here in 21, we have all the options to move beyond that and moving into the deeper shoes of ascension, because I mean, we have to really, really move beyond falseness, selfishness, attention seeking, the outbursts of angers that these people that are very, very short-tempered, right, and reckless. So it's all about polarizing your own vibration and realigning your axis in the cosmos. So this vibration, let's say if we have Leo, right, in Aquarian vibration, so that bright yellow ray into the green knowledge, we move that up and bring the brain waves into knowledge, descend that into the heart vibration with Venus, with Andromeda, and get that pulsation, demand, ask, and command that vibration in your heart. Then you will be in alignment with this full moon vibration. Especially, most people talk a lot about Jupiter, and but yeah, it's still a solar vibration. And if you move the moonlight around Jupiter, which is actually the higher sensitivity that comes through, higher levels of intuition, and also new perspectives that can realign when moving the moons around Jupiter in your meditational session or realignment, which are the Galilean moons. They are so extremely potent. They will put you to the point where you need to go. They will push you. They will show you, and that creates the expansion you truly need to thrive and move forward, because it's a moon to excel in joy, in new creations, and a new, brand new view on self. So I must say, there is so much to talk about, there is so much to explain, to allow, and you know, really truly communicating and creating a new network with people around you, which is so important. So I would truly encourage you to breathe through and allow these new communications, allow that sweetness coming through. So for those who haven't seen it, I have been talking about ascension, the movement, what works, what doesn't work anymore, during years of private messenger conversations on Facebook with somebody in the United Kingdom, in Wales, Cardiff. And I mean, it exploded into a series of books. So the first book is out right now. It's on Amazon. It's termed Between the Moon and the Sun. And we had conversations like 5 to 6 hours a day, at night, in the morning, anytime. Like, it was so potent, but it was like 7 years ago, and applies to what is actually happening right now. He being an Aries and me being a Capricorn, you can imagine these horns pulled out, and we would never ever impoverish any conversation. Yet we were always able to balance out, as I got to know Aries very, very well inside out, and I would just ignore them anytime. They would not explain their status or anything. So if you think you can move with old configurations, actually, and as I've heard, many people move into the old ways of getting the magic through, of manifesting, of creating new things. That is done and over with, because we have new alignments, as everything in the solar system was broken and many things and many planets were broken. They resurrected in the meantime, and so it means that new creations, new manifestation pulses, new numerology, new designs come true that align to the new world on this earth. And that is what we have been discussing a lot, that moving with the old ways and moving sigils through and old designs and reading old books, it will not work anymore. People do not believe it, but then again, I would strongly encourage you to read that book. Have fun with these powerful, intense, informative conversations that have been going on for years, and I finally did manage to bring out the book, because it was very hard in the beginning, and I explained how I did it, and it is just another way to bring your awakening a bit further and to open your consciousness to the easy stuff in ascension that has all been held back from the Google machine. So I would strongly suggest that you look it up or get your free PDF file and start reading a bit the introduction and everything, which you can download on my website for free. And if you want to support me, I strongly appreciate that. Thank you so much for being with me and sharing my channel. Okay, see you next week. Bye. Thank you.